So Fabrizio Romano dropped a shock, here we go, early today about this youngster United signed, a defensive midfielder. And I've gone and done my research. This is a Christopher Vivell signing. This is a bit of genius from Christopher Vivell. And I'm going to give you some more insight on this signing, who he is and what he's going to add, and why this could be the first of many good signings at United. We've also got big updates coming in on Sancho to Juventus, potentially some movement there, and some updates on Ugarte. So this is a little bit of an update on our new signing, and then also going to give you the transfer roundup. So please hit the like button, of course subscribe down below if you're new, and share the video. So about halfway through my recording earlier today, we got this breaking news story that United have agreed to sign 2006-born Mali international Sekou Kone from Guidars FC. Here we go. Sorry if my pronunciation is wrong. Now, I wasn't aware of this player, but I've gone and done some research. I've gone and watched some clips. Looks amazing in clips, but that is clips. But I spoke to someone that's watched him play at the Under-17s World Cup. I've read a couple tweets. I've read a couple articles on him, and he looks like the real deal. A little bit like Obi Martin. Now, I had heard of Obi Martin, hadn't really heard of this guy, to be honest with you, but this guy looks like the real deal. So Man United have agreed a 1.2 million fee for the player with potential add-ons depending on professional appearances. He will complete his medical and sign contracts at the start of next week. Now, I saw this tweet as well, said that RB Salzburg signed. Not even going to try and pronounce some of these names, but here are some names there on your list. All from Guidars FC. Where did we sign him? From Guidars FC. Guessing most of you are aware that Vivell worked at Salzburg and Leipzig. This is probably his first signing. It definitely is Vivell's first signing. We also know that so far at United, this is what we've seen. Lenny Yoro is 18, Kone is 18, and obviously Obi Martin is 16. And as Academy Scoop said, in just one summer window, Manchester United have assembled what could be an elite level spine to last a decade or more. Players with the potential to define era of success at the top level of the game. Enormous credit to those involved in identifying and recruiting these talents. Top striker, top DM, top centre-back, youth, courage, success. On top of our own players in the academy, you know, Jack Fletcher, Amar Ibrahimov, Shea Lacey, Harry Amas, JC Fitzgerald. There's so much talent in our academy right now. I mean, even Wayne Rooney's son, I mean, he's a bit young, but he's looking like a baller. There's a lot of talent in the United Academy right now. So let's talk about this guy and give you a little bit of insight on this guy. So Football Talent Scout is probably the best account to follow on Twitter when it comes to like under 18s players. They did like a list 4 years ago of the best talents, or like 3 years ago, the best talents. And they had like Lamine Yamal and Hobby Maynard on there and stuff like that, who are all the best talents now. It was crazy. I can't remember what the list was, but they're unreal. And they put Kone in that under-17s World Cup team of the tournament. Again, didn't watch the under-17s World Cup other than clips when I was doing some stuff on Faye, but apparently he was unbelievable in the under-17s World Cup. They said on him, he's 18 now. He's a DM, centre mid, 6/8 hybrid, modern holding midfielder. What we actually needed, I thought, this summer was a 6/8 hybrid that could do everything we needed off the ball, that was good on the ball. And this guy seems to tick every box. He's been compared to the SEN of players. His strengths are passing, pace, vision, technique, positioning, tackling, athleticism, and work rate. From what I've read upon this guy, he's very comfortable at receiving the ball at all angles. He's probably a little bit stronger on his right foot, doesn't use his left foot enough, but that could be developed. Very comfortable on the ball and is very good at playing those line-breaking passes, extremely press-resistant, a proper modern holding technical midfielder that is athleticism for his age is amazing. He's a top duel winner, getting his legs in every duel, ground coverage. He's an athletic monster, which would suit what we need because that's a massive lack in the midfield, and he could be the next SEN type player in terms of work rate, ground coverage, tackle, duel winning, and then on the ball he's fast, but then on the ball we can pass. He's got vision, he's got technique. He looks better off the ball, but he's still good on the ball. Ben Mattinson, one of the smartest accounts who watches like academy stars across many leagues, said it's a really good signing for United, and he was impressive at the Under-17 World Cup. He's press resistant, big ground coverage, defensively and physically mature for his age, good strength and duels, a great blend of athleticism and technical ability. Top 6/8 prospect for the future secured for United. And these were the Under-17 players with the most of each stat. And guess who wins duels? Our new DM signing. Guess who wins tackles? Our new DM signing. Tackles, duel winners, that's what Ten Hag wants, but he also looks a little bit like he could be stronger on the ball than our current option. So this could be a guy that could potentially come through. Now, I'm going to say one thing. Man United scouted Moises Caicedo, Julian Alvarez, all when they were 16, 17, 18. But we scouted Haaland, we scouted Moises Caicedo, but the people on the board decided not to sanction 4 million to buy Haaland when he was in Norway, not to sanction 4 million to buy Caicedo when he was in Ecuador. INEOS are now saying let's sanction the 1, 2, 3, 4 million to bring these players in. Scouting has never been an issue at United, but now we've got people board level who will now make the right decisions. So what is United's plan for this guy? So Laurie Whitwell has said Manchester United's plan is to play Kone with the under-21s while he adjusts to life in England, a little bit like Ahmad when he first came in, Police when he first came in, etc. Kone is viewed as having a high potential, and while he's one for the future, it is hoped he will provide an option for the first team at number 6 in the long term as well. So he's seen as maybe the long-term number 6. Casemiro out, Ugarte in, maybe Edison in. Well, Casemiro's not out this summer, but next summer. Ugarte, Casemiro for the 6. Collier seen as a 6/8 coverage as well, our Declan Rice, but this guy potentially in the long term could be the 6 if he hits his potential as well. So I think it's a really, really exciting signing for United, and I think it's a Christopher Vivell signing as well. I think that, I tweeted something earlier today, but you've got Ashworth, you've got Barada. Vivell is very good for looking at players in the leagues that nobody really knows. Vivell is very good at following the leagues that, 1, nobody really knows, and 2, those sort of young hidden gems. You've got Ashworth that's really good at overseeing things, Barada that's really good at keeping things in budget, and, with 3 genius minds working together, I trust that the recruitment United are doing is good. It's not, buying every single youth player like Chelsea. There's a strategy there. We're buying some really good talents. We're buying some really good young players for a bit more money. We're buying players entering their prime, players about to enter the prime. I think there's a really good mix of Mashraoui, I think, is 25 or 26, Delict's 25, so players in their prime. You've got your up-and-coming Xerxes, who's going to enter his prime soon. I think there's a really good blend of talent there. Ugarte is going to enter his prime soon, and Ugarte is what Ten Hag wants in the 6. While it's not every tactico's favourite number 6, not every tactical online wants Ugarte. If you look at what Ten Hag wants in the 6, the 3-1-6 out of possession shape, Ugarte was really good at Sporting, 3-1-6 out of possession shape. Every signing is starting to make sense, and for me, I have my opinions on things, but at the end of the day, I think Vivell, Ashworth, Barada, they all know a lot more about football than me. And if they think that Ugarte is the right signing and that player's the right signing and that player's the right signing, I trust them. Now, one player I think would leave United just because I think he wants to leave United, and it's obviously he's not in Ten Hag's plan, is Sancho, but it does depend on the bids. Now, PSG to Sancho is slowing down, but Juventus are desperate to get rid of Chiesa and want Sancho as their replacement. I actually think that Sancho would suit the Italian league better because it's a little bit slower. I think Sancho doesn't have that blistering pace for Premier League wingers. It was said, Manchester United consider Jadon Sancho's situation still open ahead of the final week of the summer window. Juventus made new contact with Sancho's camp as he's still one of the main names on the list. PSG never sent a formal bid, race is still open. Now, one thing that's going on behind the scenes and talks going on behind the scenes is very much suggesting that once the Ugarte deal is done, PSG will move for Sancho as a bit of a return favourite, and that Sancho said yes to PSG, la-di-da-di-da. But it's all rumours behind the scenes, nothing is fully out there. It was also said that, Juventus do like Jadon Sancho, they've had an interest in him for a while, and Chelsea could enter the race as well. We got coming in today, I've put the slide the wrong way around. This is what I meant to put before the Sancho news. The combination of Vivell, the club's scouting network, and the management group at Carrington should create arguably the best youth recruitment in the world. Just going to throw back to the new signing. We've got Vivell. We've got the best academy in the world, in my opinion, bar Barcelona, second best then. Vivell, Barcelona, second best academy after Barcelona. Good recruitment, good structure at the club. We're going to create a brilliant scouting network because the scouts that have always been good at United are now going to be listened to. The scouts were never the problem at United. We just didn't listen to them when they said sign Caicedo, sign Haaland. No, we're going to go sign Ighalo. No, we're not going to sign Caicedo. I do think we're building something great for the future. But going back to the Sancho news, Juventus are in negotiations with Manchester United for Sancho, but it's up to the player to decide whether to join the Italian club with PSG interested. I think he wants to have United. I think he'd choose PSG or Juventus, whatever one's going to pay the money for him, I think he'll do. Juventus are exploring terms for Sancho. United are selling at the right price. So Juventus are exploring terms for Sancho. United will only sell him at the right price. They're saying we're not desperate to sell Sancho. If you want him, you've got to give us the right price, the right bid, the right offer. On Ugarte, I know we're getting aboard of the Ugarte news, but the latest coming in tonight on Manuel Ugarte is this. There's a lot of confidence from all parties that the deal for Ugarte will be done shortly. More likely expecting Ugarte deal done earlier in the week. It should not take many more days. If it goes beyond then, something is wrong. So there's an expectation that Ugarte, here we go, is going to come in the next few days. There's reports saying there's already been a broad agreement there, and it's just final details remaining. But it looks like Ugarte to Manchester United, done deal soon. Guys, please do hit that like button. Of course, subscribe down below to Alice Talks Football if you're new. Thank you for watching today's video. It is a transfer roundup, but more talking about our new signing and positive vibes. And people are saying, Alice, stop hyping up this signing and stop hyping up everything. I just like to be positive, okay? Thank you for watching. Thank you for 90,000 subscribers on the road to 100k. And then we can get a plaque up here, maybe. You can't see the wall. I don't know. We're on the road to 100k, which is mad. I mean, if we can hit that by the end of 2024, it'll be insane. But I don't know. Thank you for watching. Bye.